take 55. No, not that many, but we are getting there at this rate. First, I want to ask you, where in nature do you feel most at home? Where do you go when you're looking for that sense of peace and that sense of belonging that you can't find anywhere else? For me, I go to the ocean. Now picture this. You've been driving 2 hours on a road trip. I've asked about 5 to 10 times at this point, are we there yet? Mom's really irritated. I pull down the window. Shh. Take a deep breath. You smell that salt air. It licks you in the face like the most beloved dog would. She's my most loyal companion in this life. The ocean, and just smacks you in the face. You know, it's just, there's nothing like that salty air. There's nothing like being by the water. It's so wild, so mysterious. And she always grounds me into my center. So I want to talk about 3 things the ocean has offered me in my life. It ties me to community, family, and friends, connects me to the greater web of life, and motivates me out of my comfort zone to a greater purpose I might offer to the world. So first, I want to talk about how the ocean ties me to family and friends. Starting from when I was like 5 years old, we'd go to Rhode Island every summer, and it was just the summer I would look forward to. And we would go with my grandparents, my parents, and my friends would come too, so I wouldn't drive my grandfather absolutely mad with a different hairstyle every day, because I would do that, you know, and give him like different outfits and things, because I'm an only child and you gotta get creative. And so yeah, the ocean just brought together community during the summer of family, friends, and my uncle would visit too, and he's my most favorite person. And I would just, you know how when you're a kid you look up to certain adults, and I just couldn't wait to see him every summer. And we would go to visit him as well in Martha's Vineyard, which is an island off of Cape Cod. And it was just wonderful because he had his own community in Martha's Vineyard too, of all of his friends. And so of course they were all adults, but as a kid I just felt like I belonged, and I felt like wherever there was ocean, community would follow, whether it be friends, family, and family that are also friends. And so most recently my friend and I went down to the beach, another occasion of being with a friend by the water, and she was on the very last bite of her egg salad sandwich when a seagull swooped in, swiped it, and I was like, that seagull must be gluten-free, or he must really love my egg salad sandwich, because that was her last bite. And the reason I'm tying this in is because, speaking of seagulls that you find at a beach all the time, the ocean connects me to the web of life. So this is my second point, being I'm confronted with a diversity of life when I go to the water. Not only is there a diversity of people that gather nearby, but I'm also confronted with a whole other world of beings and unique ecosystems by the ocean. And I'm faced with how little I know. Within the bliss that the ocean offers, there's also, you know, global warming, coral bleaching, extinction, overfishing, pollution, all of these issues that really matter to me, because the things that you love, you want to protect. And I just adore this place and this being. She is just this wild being that I really respect, and it really has opened my eyes to our impact as humans on the earth. Of course, there's a lot of impacts on the earth that I can see on land, but I love the ocean. Lastly, I want to talk about how the ocean motivates me out of my comfort zone and offers a greater purpose to my life. So this past January, I went on my first solo trip to Oahu, Hawaii, and it was not only incredible because it's an island, so, you know, ocean on all sides, but also I got to meet so many different people I would never meet from all over. And I was working on a farm and I was learning about sustainability, and it was just incredible. And I wanted to go surfing the whole time, and it just so happened the day before I was leaving, I met this guy, and he offered to take me for surfing lessons for free, and it was just this beautiful synchronicity where I got to experience the ocean in a way I never had before, and it offered me a chance to get out of my comfort zone, not only traveling alone, meeting different people, and it just gives me a greater purpose for my life because I want to travel more. I want to learn more about sustainability and get all sorts of different certifications that allow me to explore the ocean beneath the surface too, like scuba diving. So I hope you too can find inspiration in wild spaces where your soul sings. And here's my tribute to the ocean. She ties me to community, family, and friends, connects me to the greater web of life, and motivates me out of my comfort zone to a greater purpose I might offer myself to. Thank you.